man. What you doing?
Nice track.
Oh,
I saw that guitar. Or Jeffries, he's got the same thing.
Low rhythm.
I don't want to blow him out of water.
Don't worry about it.
I like the way it looks though.
A lot of the times, not always though.
Damn. Always cut it out, right? Right? Here you go, kid.
Not always though. 3-4 days a week. Hi, my name is Brad, and I've been doing motivation, spirituality, and coaching since 2011. I run a company called BLS. I do some live events, New York City, Boston, these kind of things. I've taught thousands of people face-to-face on Skype, particularly online in different states and countries. I've been teaching this motivation and how people can become the best version of themselves 4 or 5 times per week. Some months it might be like 5-6 times a week. 2 or 3 clients per day. You can sort of do the math on that, how many hours I've done coaching people. In addition to that, a lot of research that goes along with that. Once I have a client, I always research their particular problems and we'll come back at them. And the reason why I want to talk about this and why I want to put this into context is one of the reasons is because I run this business and it seems like a healthy thing to do if it's your passion and all that. I don't look at it much deeper than that, other than that's just kind of like I'm doing my job. So for me, when I can share ideas with people, and the more I can socialize and interact with others and help them understand how I took this painful period of my life and give it meaning, they know that they can also do the same thing rather than keep going into a negative thought loop. It kind of takes this pain for them and it creates like, the gold. It creates like something that they can share, something that's kind of cool. I found it to be like this pretty amazing like rabbit hole. There's so much I've learned about modern social conditioning and the history of evolutionary psychology, and that's why I just kept doing it, because my brain started to become brighter and I could see things that I couldn't see before. I don't know if you've ever done like weightlifting or anything like that. I've been weightlifting all my life, and one of the weakest exercises I ever did was squatting. Sometimes you take your weakest exercise and if you put a lot of focus into it, it becomes your strongest. And that's the way I am now. It's the same thing. If they only knew we started this whole thing. ever since I could walk, my life has been a crazy ride. But this is my dream. I've always wanted to give value to people somehow, and to bring people together. And I think that's what really drives everyone. And I just wanted to say it's an honor and a privilege to be standing here with you today. And I want to ask for your trust. I want to ask you to let me in. Today, let's talk about fear. You know the acronym, false evidence that appears real. But I'm not going to use that here, because sometimes that's not always true. Sometimes your fears are for good reason. Fear can be very elusive. Have you ever had that feeling in the moment when you know you should be taking action, but for some ungodly reason you stop yourself? In that very moment is where all your potential lies. It's where boys become men, girls to women, and dreams can become reality. If you've not taken action to create the momentum in your life and your relationships you know you deserve just yet, it really comes down to the management of this one core emotion, fear. So when you see these angry people in day-to-day life, they're just protecting themselves. I need that punchiness.
So you want that kick.
Like Metallica, the reason why they sound so good is everybody has a punch to it. Like it's, when you hit the strings,
You gotta have that sound. Sound is everything. Guitar, effects, and amp. You gotta have the right sound. I'm trying to tell him, but he knows already. And I'm just a drummer.
The next kid has the background too. So they got like a metal fest going across the road. I like that. Yeah. Now I got made it.
Song you made. I don't know if you know, if you ever heard it before. It's called Jenny.
Yeah.
Yo! You stole it.
I'll remember that next time you need them.
Yeah, you're right, because it'll get rid of the isolation of the lights. So do that.
And he's saying the L word, and he is.
Fear number one is fear of what people think. Fear number two is fear of being polarizing. Fear number three is fear of not being good enough. Fear number four is fear of failure. Fear number five is fear of success and winning. And fear number six is the biggest of all, fear of rejection. If you're not getting what you really want, it really comes down to these basic fears. Epic music start. So what we're going to do now is we're going to read a mantra that's going to help you recondition your mind. Go. Repeat after me. I'm doing everything for the learning experience. Only in discomfort am I growing. I'm aware of the fact that I'm not perfect, but I love myself with all my fears and all my mistakes I've done in the past. I respect myself and I trust in my abilities. I swear I'll keep working on myself every single day. I'll never stop improvement. I will push myself beyond the comfort zone every single day. I'll do whatever it takes to become a better person. I'll become better at work, better at learning, become more successful. I'll become something bigger and something greater. I embrace every mistake I do, and I'm grateful for everything I do wrong, because these are the things from which I learn most. If something needs to be redone, great. It's not a problem. I'm not perfect, but neither is no one. I will become better at work, better at learning. I will become more successful in something greater later. I embrace every mistake I do, and I embrace everything I do wrong, because these are the things from which I learn most. I have the right to be successful, and I have the right to be in a good relationship. I validate and reward myself. I accept reality as it appears before my eyes, but I also accept that I can change my reality in the future. I'm happy about the kind of criticism people give to me, no matter how bad it is. If I feel offended, it's just my ego. What I choose to focus on is completely up to me. I will continue to work hard on myself, but I will also enjoy my friends and taking a break. I'm not my job, I'm not my looks or anything else. I am simply me. I am a spirit living in a material world. A down phase is a down phase, and a high phase is a high phase. I enjoy down phases because it signifies growth. I enjoy rejection because it signifies growth. Behind that fear remains freedom. I'm on the top and no one can stop me. I'm the master of my reality and I can become anything I want. It may not be easy, but it's always worth it. I'm looking forward to my future. I'm very eager and there's good times ahead. Ahead lies an adventure and life is a gift. Epic music, stop. Epic music, stop. Epic music, stop. Epic music, stop. So how you feel? Say that to yourself again and again and again. I wish you luck, my friend.